Oops, oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. I'm late today. I was late getting up out of bed and everything else. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Good afternoon and good morning and good evening. You're going to love this. I overslept today. But you know what? Who cares? It's Friday. Let me see. What am I doing? I have no idea. Hey, hey. Who's on today? Hmm, surprised. Okay. Let's hit this. Hey, hey, good morning, good afternoon, Heather. How you doing today? And I hope you had a very nice New Year. I don't know what people do on New Year's other than, I don't know, watch the ball drop. You always doing something, girl. You know, what I actually did on New Year's wasn't very much. Well, you know, I did, except, we ordered the food early, which, I don't know. We ordered some food early and, had Chinese food. You restarted your. What do you mean you restarted your farm? You recycled your farm yesterday? Oh, dear Lord. It's a good thing, I guess. Oh, my gosh. I like that one, though. I restarted my farm instead of the word recycle. But hey, well, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Because that way you can sit there and you can, look at the. Well, I don't know how open your map is, but you've been around farms and you can see what you want to do, how you want to set it up. If you need help, I'm more than happy to help you with that. But, obviously, if that's your first farm, and I mean, and I always think, say this and think this, you know, it's kind of like you're going to rely heavily. Wow, that's really awesome. One plot to open. That's awesome. No, usually, excuse me, when you recycle, even if it's your first farm, second, third, it doesn't matter. But even if you recycle, it's kind of like, well, for me, anyways, it's like when I have recycled even this farm, it's like, do I want to keep it the same? Which basically I did. I mean, I could have just totally did whatever, but um, well, oh Lord, you have one plot. Well, oh, oh. So make sure your first farm is going to help you open up your second farm because I know what you're saying. It's kind of like like when I see on this particular farm, I only have two opened. That's it. I mean, I probably could go to the third one, but I really don't want to right now, so I'm just saving up my diamonds. Um, because honestly, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do if I open a third farm. I just, I'm not sure yet. Um, but I was doing, oops. Okay, I was doing a little bit of reading on there, and I want to check into this too, farm together chat. I was doing a little bit of reading on the farm together server that where all the gamers are and the devs are and things like that. And so what I was kind of like looking at, a lot of people were saying, well, now the event's over. What am I supposed to do? Kind of deal. And So, and I understand it, and a lot of these people have been playing this game for a bazillion years. Yeah, but you know how fast that money's going to go? Uh-huh. It's going to go quick because obviously you got to put stuff down. But I'm trying to read something because some people say, well, no, that we have, because our next event, which I totally forgot about in a way, um, our next event's going to be Valentine's Day. I completely forgot about it. So people saying about being Easter and things like that. Obviously to get the Easter stuff. Okay, yeah, I'll help you. I can help you with your farm. Not a problem. But people, I read something just briefly, and I don't think the devs were involved in this, but I was just reading something about what they're working on, which turkeys, and then some people were putting out there, well, hey, I might like this and I might like that. So I think it's a matter of they're working on something. I don't know what. Um, Yeah, see, some people like after the event they stop playing. They don't have their farms open, and you know what? I've been leaving my farms open. So, but here's the scoop. See, see, I want to get to that thing and I can't find it, but that's okay. Mark is red, and I'll go down here to the end. Okay. You need to make a copy. The copy box drops down. I mean, there's a lot of good players out there that go to the Farm Together channel. So, like, and I get it. If you're 750, you farm 750. What do you do? Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not 750, and my farm's not 750. Not even my main farm that I've been using a lot. This is technically my main farm, but now I've changed the name to it to being a farm that has just testing things out. Oh, guys, I didn't show you my little. Let me get this tree, and I want to show you what I did. Um, I'll show you what I did here. Now, if you notice, I got this little area kind of sectioned off. I'm doing a quest item, so that should be done quickly, which it is. Thank you very much. This is my apples are full. Yeah, I need to go film. I need to go feed my horses. You think? So anyway, and whoever harvested my poinsettias, thank you so very much, because they are right here where it's purple, and I might change that to something that people can see. Good afternoon, Dr. Obi. How you been today? Yeah, when I can, I'll scoot over to your farm and take a look at it, Heather, and see. Well, favor, that's easy peasy. Just come here and just do some lettuce and you're good. But I want to show you what I did because, see, this is another reason why I won't put any more machines, factories, or whatever. It was weird. I redid this over and, like, I made this little corner. Well, it's not a corner, but I made this little area, an area where I put some houses and the factories, but in a little fishing pond. And this is like the fisherman's house. And then I've just these are the factories I've had on this farm since I don't know forever and a day. And again, I'm not going to put any factories on any other. No, I decided no, I'm not going to do that because See, that's when you get caught into having more factories than you can use or do. And I put some dog houses down, or cat houses in this case. And he's gonna follow me in the house. Of course he is. Okay, so I kind of like to think that this here, the rustic house, is like the fisherman's house. So that's why I surrounded it with the pond and a fish and a couple of ducks. And I'll show you the horses too. Um, but yeah, I've come to do that. And there's Grandpa. I don't. So, anyways, if you ever come to these houses, you can do whatever you want inside. Oh, I know who did this. I know who did salmon stew. I know exactly who did salmon stew. Ugh. But anyways, let me see. Okay, so as you come out of the fisherman's house, okay, there's my little bench, and I usually have Shotgun go in his little house right there. But what I did to be a little different was I put two horses here. And it was really weird because I put the two horses here. I think, yeah. That the Appaloosa and the white one, the Arabian. The thing that I found weird about it was, well, the Arabian showed up when I first put him down. Then over here, the Appaloosa, I have no idea. It was like it wasn't there. So when I logged off and logged back on, then yeah, there he was. He was waiting for me. So I mean, I kind of figure if whoever lives in that house is, they're gonna have a couple of horses, right? That might be my next thing. I might just kind of set up these houses and decorate them. More fish, salmon stew. That's okay. I got my cup of tea right there. Okay, so I got all of these done, right? Right. And so I just wanted to show you this little thing, like this area here. And see, I put the trucks there so it can look like they're picking up, delivering, or whatever. So I kind of did that. And of course, my tomatoes are going to drop down. And I used to use, once in a while, I shouldn't say once in a while, but I used to use Favor, when doing these machines because it doubles everything you need. And I got to make sure I fill it. Oh, I skipped this one, I guess. Oh, no. I did not skip that one. The jam stars are pretty fast when it comes to doing things with them. And see, I probably could increase my lemon machines, but I'm not going to do that right now. And if I did increase them, I'm going to put them right here. I'm not going to put them anywhere else. But what I did do this time around, because I thought, well, let's see how good or bad or indifferent it does, I was just a little curious to see, because the milk machines are always, like, to me, the worst ones to have to fill and things like that. In my tofu factory, the same thing, so I actually put two, I only have two flour ones for honey. So I'm not, I mean, I'm not brave enough to do more than that. And then what I did was, these are just, like for show. So I figure I'm going to just leave this area and kind of like, I might put a little more furniture kind of stuff in there for people, but other than that, I'm not going to. Oh, and then, of course, let's go inside first. I didn't do anything in here except just, I'm hearing a funny sound outside. I should go check it. Um, and I constantly do just the first one. I don't, you know, the same thing with the animals. I just usually use the same one. I don't really care which one gets done as long as they get done. That's how I look at it. We should do a segment on, how to decorate your home. Okay, so these and these. But now, some of you can see that this is the haunted house. So what I did was I surrounded it by fencing and a little waterfall, you know, and I kind of, in a way, I kind of took my time with this, putting the waterfall in, and I wanted to make it look a little different. So I did that, and then my little pigs in the blanket. Don't ask me what they're doing there. They're just there. Um, I surrounded my fencing with the bat trees, because, I wanted to make it a little spooky looking, so I kind of did that. And on my second farm, I do not have these flowers at all whatsoever, so I kind of thought to myself, well, I know where to put them. You know, what a better place to put them than in front of the spooky house, and, you know, I can get them done. So, if anybody wants to harvest these flowers, you're more than welcome to. If you don't, you don't. If you just here, and that's the thing too, because I do have a lot of people that come in for favor, and that's all they want. Last night I was up a little late, and yes, okay. But then what happened was like when I'm doing these here, um, it's like, yeah, just stick them here. They look good, right? Cause see, they reach over to the next like little town area or something where the people live. So there's that. Um, and I like these flowers anyways. I don't know what I'm gonna put in here. I might just kind of leave it empty for now because I I'm trying to figure it out. Like, that's why opening up for me, anyways, a third farm. I don't want to do it because I'm not sure. Because like if I when I look at this here, I have all this open space, but I don't want to overload it either. Um, and I'll take you to my second farm. I just don't want to overload it and put things in there. And I did read somewhere that the devs are working on putting turkeys in. Um, they were asking about, like, well, what are they going to be working on? And people were putting out suggestions: more trees, more animals. And there was somebody that said, "Thank, thank you, yeah, thank you, package." And honestly, there was only like one person I agreed with with fish. I would like to see us get more fish, preferably the ones that we only have 9 of those. Someone did mention paintings. Well, why can't we have a fish painting? You know, we have all those paintings, but we don't have a fish painting. So I don't know what the scoop is with that. I mean, it's really easy to draw a fish. Not saying that, but there's that. So now I have all these things, and I think I did. I have all these items that requested items, and it was really weird because I'm sitting there last night looking at this, and I'm like, okay, so now it's asking me for this. So I figure this could be because I do have crops on um, the other farm. But I figured, you know what? Again, it goes back to, well, you know what? I have a little space over here, so I'll just put a little bit of crops. Which this is to, I only have like 99 spots for this. So what I do is I put a little overage in there. You know what? I knew last night because it always asks you for a certain tree quest wise, and so and I just finished that off, which was this tree here. But then once they ask you for that tree, then they say, "Oh, what about the Granny Smith apple tree?" I mean, it's kind of like when one asks for the other, it's gonna ask. You know what I mean? It's like, well, now we want the Granny Smith apples. You know, go give me a break. So I have fall, winter, which I'm gonna leave it alone, and I'm gonna finish this quest. You know, I probably should. Eh, I was thinking I probably should use favor. I just, ooh, summer is the fireworks. Let me see. I'm gonna go into town and get me a tea. I probably don't have enough, but that's okay. I gotta pay my workers. Yep. And of course, I have to go to a farm that's gonna give me some favor too. Okay. I think I'll take the 6. It's probably not the smartest thing to do, but I'm gonna take the 6 just because. Well, there's 2 things here. I did think about just, but I'm not going to do it on this farm. I was thinking about, you know, hey, good afternoon, Hugs. How you doing today? Um, so I was thinking about because obviously the next event's going to be for Valentine's Day, not Easter. So I was thinking maybe just take, maybe I am not gonna touch this farm just to put a bunch of balloons out like that. No. Um, though it would be nice. And I do not have room on my second farm, and no, I'm not gonna open the third farm just to make it for balloons. No, absolutely will not do that. Um, I think what I'll do is on my main farm, what I'll do is I will just make a balloon farm. I don't think there was anything else that we had to plant. I'm pretty sure. I mean, yeah, because I can look and see, but because we didn't really get a whole heck of a lot of stuff for Valentine's Day. Um, but I know we had a lot of balloons, and for the life of me, I can't think of anything else that they had us do. Again, I could look back at the event and see, but I know balloons obviously was one of them. Oh yeah. That's the thing. I mean, I'm very sure that we will get we will get all those items because I mean, I know I have them and I know for you guys if you never Oh, yeah. Okay, on that Hugs, bear in mind because I mean, I've done it too like if anybody wants the house and some of the items, that's not a big deal for me to give you. The only drawback that you won't have is going to be the outfit. That's it. Um, I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Just bear in mind that whatever they give you from that event, other than the house, it will disappear. If you recycle, I should say. If you recycle, they go bye bye. They do. Um, and I'm trying to remember. We had the Tinkerbell event, I think, sometime before Thanksgiving and sometime in between where the 4th of July was. Oh, they gifted it to you. Okay. Then yeah, that's cool. Then you're fine. But if someone just came in, one of your friends came in and they just, gave you the buildings and stuff, it's okay. They do make the bell sound. They should. It might be that you might have the sound down on those. Um, because I know that when I've harvested them before, you can hear the bell. See, it just depends on your settings, like how you got them. And I'm not exactly sure, um, what the sound would be under. Because like for me, I don't have the tractor sound on it. There's some certain sounds that I just shut them off because they're just kind of, I don't know. But I know that these cat bells do make that sound. Like if I was to turn the volume up, oh, I know it. Oh, I know what you're saying, Hugs. No lie. I remember actually a few times, but I've actually typed in, hello, no response. So my guess is when they're streaming, okay, my guess is they're probably using the Streamers app, and they could see the chat on that as well. They could switch back and forth. Or what I do is I put it on I put like on my tablet and it's on my phone. I put Twitch on my tablet and on my phone. So that way I can physically look over to my left and I can see, people asking questions and chatting and so on and so forth. But I've seen it though in some cases where you're right, people don't say nothing. So I'd be like, okay, I don't know. Though, don't you like it when you do look up, let's say, Farm Together, and they're not playing Farm Together, they're playing something totally different? And I've done it by accident myself, so I'm very guilty of that. Um, but yeah, I've been in a situation where I'm like, you know, I no, I don't want to be there. Why is it making me? Okay, that's where I want to go. It's too far up in the corner, but I don't care. Oh, and I thank gosh I put a gas tank down here. Yeah, I don't know. Some people they do. They play farm together and they don't speak. They sometimes play music or sometimes not. It just depends on I don't know. But oh, is there anything I can plant right now? I mean, I've seen people do that and I'd be like, "Okay, so I mean, wait, did I do I own 297 and I did this and I'm waiting for one, right? I think. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Fall. I'm waiting for fall. So we is good. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, I've seen people. They're not really, they're not really playing Farm Together. They're playing something else, but they have the Farm Together title up there and things like that. But yeah, I have seen it where people are playing Farm Together. You're right. They don't. A lot of them don't speak. And then the ones that do speak, they're speaking in a different language because they're playing it from their country, which is, you know, pretty awesome. But I know that I don't see anybody really speaking English or speaking at all. So I don't know what the scoop is with that. Maybe they're shy. And I have to look at the date. Um, Actually, I have to look at the date on my other farm. I actually have to look at the date because February will mark a year when I started streaming. I mean, I streamed a long time ago, and then I stopped for a long time. Only I think it was because the game was just that I was playing. They what they did was what they shouldn't have done, but they did it anyway. The game I was playing, I can't even remember off the top of my head the name of the game. But the game I was playing, it was more like a point and click type game, but it was very popular. Um, and you could do like a PvP. It was like a card type game, and they had these different characters in it that you would play against each other. The thing was, they totally just kind of like revamped the game and changed it all around, which just drove me crazy. Yeah. So, and I might do it later on this afternoon because I'm not sure how it switches around, and I forgot to put go figure. See, I forgot to put sprinklers on these. I think it was because I got tired and fell asleep. Said, "Oh, I'll get back to them." Yeah, that didn't happen, obviously. But it asked me for a large amount of these stupid um, pep. I think the white. It asked me for the white one, 430, right? And then the other one was the black one or something, and it asked me for more than 430. I was like, "Are you serious?" So yeah, I had to do these ones and the other ones, and then I had to make a couple more rows, which obviously I did, but I have a second farm that I have, you know, I have what I need. The only drawback is on the second farm, I don't. I mean, I had a small area that I made for quest items only. There would have been no way I would have gotten those quest things done. No way. And look at this. It's asking me to do beefsteak, 200. White peppercorn, 430. Yes, and the other peppercorn was 600. So, I mean, isn't that insane? You set up a little area and, you think, okay, so I'll put all my quest items here and. Hey, Blaze, I was going to ask you something. Did you notice, well, at least I did anyway, when I was doing your bunny rabbits, I couldn't help but notice your workers were out of their little houses or whatever, their little stands, and they were looking over towards the bunny rabbits. I'm like, what's up with that? It's like, why are they looking at them bunny rabbits? They better leave them alone. I think I had the most I've ever had them ask me for was probably pretty close to 1,000 of something. I can't remember what it was, but I remember I did have a quest in it, and it asked me for almost 1,000. Oh, because they love them too. Okay, I'm just saying. Granny Smith. I could probably put the. See, okay. No, I'm gonna finish this. No. And oh my gosh, 300. Oh, okay, so I'll have enough because I knew I had enough. Mangoes are on the other farm. Last night was funny. It was just before I was gonna, just go to bed, and someone, a regular, came to my farm, but unfortunately, I was on my other farm. We know with the flowers and, things like that. And I noticed, I mean, they were harvesting stuff, which was cool, which was really cool. And I turned around and and they didn't respond, which I'm like, okay. Um, I said, Louisa, would you like me to go to the farm with, you know, all the lettuce? I said I can switch over. And they never responded, so I figured, well, they were probably happy doing what they were doing. But no, I kid you not, though, Blaze. I was going by every single one of them workers, and I'm like, that's not normal. Okay, so this stuff will be ready in an hour. So I will go over here just to appease the gods of the questing. See my two little horses? Okay, so I will put up... Oh, God. Oh. So I will put them up. I'll probably have to do these a couple of times. Nope, just one shot. That's okay. See, I got my workers working on the important ones. So I suppose another apple isn't going to hurt. It'll only hurt when I have to feed the horses again. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like, you know, when you try to focus on one farm, which, you know, this is like the event farm basically. And what I did do was, I don't have all the animals here because I put the remaining ones on the second farm. But like the only thing I have here is my rabbits and chickens, ducks, goats, and the cows. And that's it. That's all I have here, you know, for animals, and the rest are on the other farm. Because I said to myself, well, I want to keep both the animals, the horses and the donkeys, together because, you know, they take a long time to. Oh, I could. No. Nope. Nope. Let's go here. I want to go to my second farm anyway. What do you got, Sarah? Oh, yeah. Peanuts. Peanuts. We go. By the way, I don't have any peanut machines, so I can hopefully... Oh, God. I gotta plant melons. See what I'm saying? To upgrade this any further, I need to have more melons, and a lot of the shops are requiring me to put melons in there. But that's okay. I don't mind. I think he's done. Nope. See? Look at that. He wants melons to upgrade it. Usually it's because, you know, if you don't have pear trees or something, he'll ask you for that. So who knew? It's like I don't plant melons all the time. I don't. And oh, flowers. Yes, I can do the flowers. I can do that. Lucy, don't ask me for cupcakes. She usually asks you for cupcakes, by the way. Ooh. You know what I don't have on this farm is I don't have the tea things, and I probably should. I probably should get the tea things, huh? Yep. So let's go to farm 2. See, I could purchase the third farm for 500 ribbons. I'm not going to do that right now. I don't feel like it. Because again, I mean, see, this is the thing. I don't want to get into something that I'm not sure what I want it to be next. And obviously, you're going to have to open up all those plots and things like that, which is not a big deal. But the thing is, I want to make sure that I know what I'm doing. Yeah, if that makes any sense. Okay, so purple tomatoes. Well, this is okay, this is my quested area. Yeah. And yeah. So I should be able to get all of these out. But realistically, I would not have been able to plant those peppercorns at all. here. No, I don't have enough room for that. And as much as I should probably go get some favor. Um, I think those are. Oh, okay, so there's always trees for questing. Okay, I'm going to find those flowers. Oh, number 9. Daisies, that's right too. You know, I kind of like doing these here, the sunflowers, because if you have favor on and you do the sunflowers, you do get some pretty decent XP, and you know, even if you don't have, let's say, favor, the XP is pretty decent, guys. I know that, like on the daisies, that's ick, terrible, 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 terrible. But it's a low end flower, and these are too because they're daisies. But at least they pay out pretty decent, you know. I do like that. They pay out pretty good. Um, my next flower should be here. The daisies. Yeah. See, now I got over 1,000 coin for that. Oh, now look at this. You're not going to get hardly anything, and I totally get it. But understand something. If you're low level, if you are low level, for example, um, these flowers will help you. So don't be shy. Do the flowers. Do the animals. Yeah. And you know, and I mean, I found out really quick when they introduced the horses. You know, um, but see, I got my horses pretty quick because what I did was originally to open up all the horses was, which I would. I mean, I if you can afford it, do it. But it it's gonna cost you apples, which I didn't realize that until it was too late. But because I had one on my farm. Actually, I had one side with all poinsettias, and then the other side was just all trees, apples included. And then I put the horses down in the corner, and like I said, to for me to open them all up, I did 600 horses, so that way I got to open up all the other ones. And then obviously I cut it down, but what happened was I had like, and I know Drew saw it, but I had over like what 10,000 apples. Well, they depleted pretty much all my apples, over 10,000, and they went bye bye. I'm like, oh man, really? So I try to keep my horses down to a minimum of maybe I think let me see, how many horses do I have now? Yeah, I have the less than 200. I have less than 200. Before I had 250. But when I had the 600, that was only to open up the horses, and that was it. Um, and actually, it really irked me because the same day, and I probably shouldn't have purchased them. I probably should have went to the warehouse and used what I had because it wanted horseshoes. So then I had to wait 2 more days to get those horseshoes because, the warehouse said, oh, horses. Well, let's put a little clink in that one, and it did. And then I had to wait over 2 days to get the horseshoes. I was like, are you serious? I got to wait 2 days. Okay, and then we've got, of course, at the end of the trees is always bamboo, which I knew was here. And see, and I'm working on leveling the bamboo up, but where I had it before it was leveling up a lot faster. But I'm not gonna worry about it. I do have, on the other hand, okay. I do have, on the other hand, four workers over here. Just on, well, actually, they're mainly working in the where the berry trees are, and that's fine. You know, I think I have one or two trees that I am prestiging with berries, but I'm not like going over that. But see, this is the second farm, and the only thing I really have on here are like the small little crop area, the horses, the fish, which I have two guys working there for me. Oh, how did I get? I was just there. Good Lord. Um, and like last night I did my trees, and obviously I have to do them again. Um, what was, it didn't even tell me what they were. Hampshire pigs. Holy crap. Hampshire pigs, right? 340 pigs. I only have 180. Yeah, they can. And look at that, daisies, 340 daisies. I don't have 340 daisies. So which means, that quest isn't going to finish until they redo. But I think the daisies are like an hour long, I'm pretty sure. Let me just take a little peek. I think daisies are, no, they're 2 hours. Oh, that's a Cape Daisy. Oops, sorry. Okay, so 1 hour and 55 minutes. Pigs are pretty fast going, I think. But now I just gotta wait for those trees, that cherry tree, the pigs, and the other poinsettias that I do not have on the first farm. See, this is where I kind of like have to kind of finagle things around a little bit. So then I put my other poinsettias that are not on my first farm, I put them here. I mean, it makes sense, These are my donkeys. Okay, let's do the horses. Okay, I have 22,000 apples, right? Okay. Whereas I have 22,000 apples. We'll see how we do. Oh, yeah. Keep dropping. I don't care because I don't have 250 horses anymore. Thank God. And I learned that lesson really quick. I mean, they do level up pretty, I think, fairly pretty, fast. I think they level up, and, there's that. I don't know why I picked this horse, but I picked the one that I really want to see level up is, okay, so they give you money, obviously, and they give you XP. If you're using, favor, you'll get a lot more. You'll double everything. But I don't think it was Appaloosa. No, it was the other horses over here. Because I'm like looking at the XP. See, like they give you 510 XP, double that when you have favor on. 13,000. The American Core horse does not pay out too well. And the XP's okay too. It's 360. No. I think it was these ones that I figured paid the most. Yep, 14,000 with 550 XP. Now you double that obviously when you get your favor. See, even the Frisian horse, no, see they're low level too, so the amount's going to be a lot lower. Um, but I don't know. They 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 do level up pretty fast. The donkeys, I think, do the same thing. They level up pretty good. But it just depends. If you're there daily, though, again, have those apples ready. See, that's the secret. I think, and 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 you can compare it for yourself. The one thing that you should really be kind of leery of is your Easter bunny rabbits. If you have them, you better make sure you have ample amount of the berries to feed them, because I do know that the those rabbits will take 1.5 berry. So in other words, like let's say the horse, you give him one apple. That's all it is. That's all it is. But when it comes to other certain animals, it's more. And I showed you the one with the duck where you put the one duck in the water, you end up with two. Well, are you technically feeding one duck or are you feeding two? See? I don't know. Oh. Oh, gosh, I didn't feed you guys. How sad is that? The American paint horses ain't bad. They're not bad at all. I mean, their XP is pretty decent. Again, using favor is decent. And you've seen that I have less than 200 horses. I'm just not going to go crazy losing all these apples to the horses. I'm just not, especially when you have to wait 2 days. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, um, tomorrow, for example, even though they're not going to be ready, um, you better have more apples because even though it says two. Let me see. These ones here are 1 day and 23 hours. Okay, so the problem with that is they're going to want you to feed them. Oh yeah, yeah, and it's much faster and quicker. It is. I kind of thought if the devs are working on turkeys, oh, and these guys eat wheat, which okay, um, and these guys are 23 hours or 24 hours, so yeah, I don't mind having those jam stalls because you those were the first ones you get, and I wouldn't suggest to load up on the jam stalls for the simple fact that because obviously that's the first factory you get, right? So you think, oh, I can make more diamonds and ribbons and things like that. You just have to make sure that um, when you have the jam stall, you have to have at least 200 of each fruit or pear, 200 of each apple. When I say apple, I mean use either the apple tree itself or the golden apple tree. But if you can't afford the golden apple tree, to just get the regular apple tree and put up at least 200. I mean, because when you first start out, I mean, obviously you have to learn to be kind of conservative with your gold. You have to be conservative with anything and everything you spend. We know that. But um, and I always, can't stress it enough to say, upgrade your garage, upgrade. And it's really like two shops, well, three, you, besides the warehouse, but your garage should be kind of a priority. And don't, go cuckoo crazy, but it's really important. You will notice a difference. Like, if your garage is low level, for example, even if it's level 50, and I know you've all have done it. When you've gone to other people's farms and you go, geez, I'm going really fast. You know why? It's because their garage is fully. Oh, you ran out of. Wow. What was you. I didn't even want to know. That's okay. I ran out of gold the other day. I literally ran out of gold. But see, that was because. See, what happens is when you're putting down animals. Well, when you're putting down animals, you know you're spending gold, right? Okay, just FYI. I ran out the other day putting down, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but I did. Um, I was, let me see, the rabbits were easy. Um, I think they were the goats or some silly thing. And I'm like, but you see, I went from 100 goats to 200. I went from 100 cows to 200. I doubled all those animals on that farm. You know, probably if I just put down 100, I would have been okay. But no, I wanted to put 200. See? Well, oh no, you still gotta, you still have to wait. But see, at least, and it's totally up to you. I was gonna put sprinkles on them, but I changed my mind because everybody does it a little different. Those two flowers, the poinsettia ones that I put up for you, um, you might want to consider putting sprinkles on them because it will increase your money and it will also increase your XP. But the standard XP for both of them is 1850 and 1840. That's the difference. So like when you go to a farm where people have the poinsettias, let's say the Mars ones, you're only getting 1850. You're and if even if you use boost, but the thing about that is that, and it's not saying it's bad. Lady, I want these bunnies. Do what I want to do. Yeah, I'll just, you know what? I'll just load your whole damn farm up with Easter bunnies. How'd I grab you? I'm sure that the guy that did that with his farm, he did. He loaded up his whole entire farm with Easter bunnies because there was issues as to, you know, he did. I know you would. I'm still, well, I'm not saying what we want to do, but I'm still gonna do that to that my on my main farm. Because I'm a little curious how much favor you can get out of those. I'm just curious. You know, I mean, I'm sure if there was a farm filled with those things, I mean, yeah, I know one person would be like, "Oh my God," but I'm sure if somebody saw an entire farm filled with those, they'd be like, "Okay, what's up with this? What's going on?" Well, it would be kind of fun. It will be kind of fun. Oh, okay. Easter. Did you say you wanted? Which one did you say you wanted, by the way? Oh my gosh. 10 diamonds. Because one's blue, brown, and yellow. Okay. I actually decided, which I'm sure is going to be a big mistake, I actually decided to prestige my black pigs. Only because I think the black pigs look pretty good as far as leveling them up. I mean, I'm looking at it now, but it's low level, so. But I figure, what the heck, right? I chose the black pigs. Um, and last night in a pinch, I had to do some. That's why I was here last night, besides doing the flowers, because my flowers look terribly sad. Um, and I only, but see, I don't have to worry about it because I don't have a lot of, I don't have a lot of factories. You want a road going up beside just the pigs. I mean, excuse me, beside the rabbits, right? See, I haven't really, I gotta watch my gas now. But guys, seriously, when you, like I said, when you first start out with your farm, really, you gotta focus on that garage. You really do. Um, and then and I mean, and it depends on when you get them, but arts and crafts is always good. Absolutely, because that's for your ducks and for your sheep or anything that gives you wool. Let's put it that way. Your restaurant, and I know you get those early on. Your restaurant is good because that's where you get your ribbons from. Okay, and of course your jam stall. No, I always keep forgetting which one it is, but you don't really have to level it up as fast. It's the see, and how you can see what your buildings are. Even if I went to your farm, I could see what you have, or anybody's farm. You could do that. Just hit your quest log, for example. Okay, and then down here, art gallery. I haven't really done very much with this art gallery because the inventory isn't that bad. I mean, I've filled it, but your Smitty is going to be the guy that collects the horseshoes. So don't worry about it. So art gallery, don't worry about it. Smitty, don't worry about it, because the Smitty also covers the gems and everything else that you get in your, that you get from the mine. And I'm guessing if your farm is below 100, I mean, you might get it in the 90s. I'm not sure. Candy shop. She's the one that does your honey. She's the one that also does. Oh gosh, oh God, and I'm not gonna. The honey and the. Okay. Oh, because it's the honey that I really sell to her. But again, you can see the candy shop's low level. Okay. Mushroom stand, I didn't play with too much either. Okay, because the mushrooms do the blue and the white ones. Okay. Fish stand, well, obviously, and see. These are the ones I will not. I will do eventually, but I have not done. I have not paid attention to. Your grocery store, that's in between. I'm in between with this one here, because he does do the eggs. Oh wait, he does do the. No, no, no. He does canning. I'm sorry. He does. He does. You can get medals or ribbons from him. Okay. Bakery, well, see, now she's upset with me. She wants me to give her melons. The bakery's pretty decent because they'll do the peanuts and, anything like that. And the restaurant, look at that. He wants me to get him more melons. Yeah, okay. Arts and crafts, again, see, look at this. The bakery. So I need 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, so about 4 or 5,000 melons to upgrade these. And by the way, that doesn't mean that they're not going to ask me for the same thing again. My flower shop, look at her. Melons. I mean, seriously. So I'm still in the waiting. I'm still in the waiting. So I mean, you got like plenty of time um to get what you need, kind of thing. Um but it Oh, number 10. What's number 10? We'll find out when you get there. And oh crap, it's that season. Oh, I bet you those are Granny Smith. No, they can't be. I guess they can be. Yep. And I thought, no, you know what I did? But it's going to ask me for a bunch of them anyway. No, it'll ask me for 70. It's the other one that asks you for a bunch. And the other thing too is I don't have a lot of apple trees over here. Um, I wanted this and these two things to be even. You know what I'm saying? All I wanted to do was to have these to be even. So that's why with my first farm, I was able to put them where I needed, and that was that. Um, I don't think I have any. Ooh, whoa. Oh wait, those are on the other farm. Let's see. See, okay. I'll just remember that I put. Yeah, like, see what I'm saying? I only have 1, 2, 3, 3 rows. There would have been no way that I would have had it. I would have been able to put those down. Yeah, I thought was kind of crappy. So see, this is what I'm saying. When you are setting up your farm, you have to kind of like, I'm not putting those up because they're on the other farm. Nope, not gonna happen. Yeah, I should have a freaking melon party because you understand what I'm saying? It's like I need that many damn melons. And we can do the cheap ones too, which is, wait a minute, the cheap melon. Oh yeah. The cheap melons, the canary melons. They're 20 minutes, spring, summer. I mean, I'd probably have to put down like at least 4 or 5,000 of them. And I know some of you going, what, 4 or 5,000? Well, yeah, 4 or 5,000 melons. Can you imagine? I think it was Ace one time. He had to do. I don't know if it was 8. Okay, well let me get my wheat and everything over here, and I have to decide where the heck I want to put them stupid melons. I swear to God, we should have like a, like you're saying, a melon party. I could put some of them in place of the freaking lettuce. Because I'm not kidding. I have been kind of watching where people go when it comes to the lettuce farm. I mean, I am so thankful that, like I said, someone did the poinsettias up there. They, they really touch anything above that. But it's all right. It's all good. I don't mind. Because like last night, I went to Ace's farm a couple of times because, I wanted to put that gold back on you. And see, and that's what I've done. I've used my favor not just to go do something to my farm. If I need more gold, which that was one of the things, but it was besides using favor. I mean, oh, that's great. I hope you got a little XP out of that. If anything, honestly, I think because see, and that's where I think I might do a farm with poinsettias on it. I might, but not all completely. No, not going to happen. If any, I would do trees. I don't really know, but see, I have my main farm that I use, and it has a it probably I could put some things on there, make it a full farm like that. Miss Starberry's here. See what level they are. Oh, orange peel and Starberry. Both of them are level 30. Oh my goodness. They're level 30. They... Let me see something. I love these names. Orange peel and Miss Starberry. Animals will do the same. See, I think they patched on my... See, they didn't do the sheep. Look at this. See, watch this. These are two new people. Now, somebody started doing... This is a perfect example of watching how people come to your farm and screw it up. And they signed the guest book, too. And see, Starberry is going across. If you notice that? And you know something? This is what you say to them. You know, Blaze, I could hop on your farm and be a baby and screw things up too. I could just make another account. Do you see what I'm saying? See what they're doing? Okay. Let me take them to the stuff. See? What they're doing could get them banned, and you guys know that. And I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I really do. Contrary to what they say. The old witch in the castle. Now they're standing there going, ooh, what are we doing now? Now watch. See. Ooh, they signed my guest book. Ooh. Now, let's see. There you go. See, this is what I'm saying. Do the row. Come on, baby. Because, see, they're going to get a full favor, like, probably quickly. Now, the other person is just standing there because they don't know what they're doing. Like, oh, God, now I can't screw up this farm, can I? Well, you can, but that stuff's going to grow back. Ah, one. Come on, Orange. Don't be shy. Move it along. No, I want to go over to the other one so I can screw it up. You can screw up all you want. Again, they're not moving. Starberry is the only one that's moving. They're from the same household, too. And how I know that? They get the same ping. Okay? I have no idea what they're playing on. But see? See, they're the same. See that? Look at that. The ping stays exactly the same. So they're playing from the same household. And the other person hasn't moved the orange peel. And Starberry's the only one moving. It's probably because, see, they can't be in dual mode. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Blaze is here. You better watch out. Did they level up? No. I'm curious. Oop. Okay. See what I'm saying, though? When you look at the pings, they're both from the same place. And you guys seen that. I put it out there. Excuse me. Look at that. I did flowers help you gain more XP. You need to complete a road. Don't go across. The other person was going across. And again, they're probably new people. Oh, look at Orange. She's doing the animals. Okay. Oh crap! What is it? You got to put down if it's analog. Is it? Yep. Because they're not sure. Look at Orange Peel. Orange Peel is now. See, okay, so they're both playing from the same, but how can they run out of gas? I don't know. Well, we'll have to fix the ones on the right side. I'll fix it, or you can put a gas pump near the. near there. I think it's left. Shit, you're right. There is no gas pump over here. But I will put a gas pump here. Oh, God. Oh, my God. They're doing the event items, please. Look at that. Oh, God. What is the other person doing? See? They're standing there or sitting there. So are they... I mean... Yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. It's like, should I ban them? Because look at that. Okay, they're done, right? Right, folks? I'm banning them. Sad but true, because if they're not responding, and I've kind of given them the the benefit of the doubt. I'm kicking. Bye bye. Whoa! Did you not see that? I kicked one and the other one's gone. Okay, that's interesting. Wow. Yeah, they came here to screw around with the farm. That's what they did. And, oh well. But the thing, I'm not going to worry about it because these things will be done, sooner or later. But the next ones aren't going to be ready. But they went up over there by the cows. It's no big deal. You seen that, Blaze? Let me see. Wait. Farm. Recent visitors right here. Interesting. Okay, so this one here, we're going to ban that player. Okay, so I did. Orange peel. Ban player. They'll never be able to come back, unfortunately. Well, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, no, guys, I'm not used to this. But it's okay. It's okay. I mean, you guys see me honestly try to communicate with these people, and they just kind of, thought not to. I don't know. But, I don't, it's like, I know that my event items are going to grow back. And I know that the animals will catch up with one another unless I go and do them. you know. But I did give them the benefit of the doubt. So, you know, it's like when you try to communicate. I mean, and I'll have to say this in all honesty. There's been a couple of times, and I think because like with my regulars, sometimes it's not that they don't well they probably sort of don't understand. But see, oh whoa whoa, look at that. It's not gonna let me. But you see what they did? But I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm really not. Well, and see, this is the thing. I mean, they're that low level. They come here and they just come screwing around. I mean, I guess they're bored. I don't know. But, if they come here again, they won't be able to do anything because they're banned. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of Shermans and, all of those out there. There's going to be a lot of them. And unfortunately for them, I mean, I can see what they're doing and I can try to communicate to them. And if they fail to communicate back, um, something's up. And even if you tell them what direction to go into, and again, if they continue to do what they're doing, they're just going to continue to do it. Thurman, Sherman, Herman. Thurman. Yeah. Thurman just needs a lot of love. That's what Thurman needs. He needs a lot of love and prayers and anything else that we can dish out at him. Or her. Sorry, guys. But see, they went so far, they stopped. See, this is what they do. They stop and then they, well, in my case, I can't do it right now. But I mean, if you people are getting, if you can watch your map like this, and you can obviously see what they were doing, try to communicate first. And if that doesn't work, then just kick them out. Just kick them out. And yes, I know some people they leave their farms up all night long, which is great. But you're gonna find those rough patches where you can't, it won't get fixed. It's not gonna get fixed. Now I know they were over here messing with my animals. You see that? And really, guys, this is so childish because, I can do my cows, okay? And I don't go like wait an hour or like I'll say 2 hours and 29 minutes. I'm the one that does not wait 2 hours and 29 minutes. I don't do my cows. I don't do any of my animals right away. I do not. So there's that. I guess what it is, it's like, people are gonna do what they want to do and think it's cute and funny, and it's really not because what's cute and funny is gonna get you banned. So, but see, you all saw that. So you don't have to get your ruffles, your feathers ruffled, and you know say something to them, and you can be polite and ask them, hey, do this, can you. And if they continue to do that, just ban them. But my guess is they came from the same household. Um, they made an account. They made two accounts most likely, and you know figured, oh, I'm just gonna go screw around with people's farms today. That's what I'm gonna do. But that's okay. They didn't touch my bunnies. Oh, Well, I have to wait because I gotta fix it. Oh, shit. I gotta finish this row of cows. Come on, cows. Eat some lettuce. Come on. Come on. I think these cows should be fatter than what they are, too. Because, you know, when you look at them and you look at how much lettuce they're getting, don't you think they should be a little bit, you know, overweight or something? I haven't prestiged any of my cows. I don't. I was gonna prestige those ones over there to the right, to the far right, black and white ones. I did do that on my other farm. Eh. Um. See that? Okay, so now I'll go into town. Do I have any workers to pay? 3. There. I know that this is a big mistake, but I'm gonna do it because I've been letting these berries sit there for quite a long time. Okay. Lemons, lemons I could probably cash in on because I only have a few of those machines. Ooh. Apples, I could do those later. And yeah, you're right though. I have to put more gas pumps up there, and I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and I haven't done jack squat. I haven't done that side yet. I should. For as a fit. What do you mean for the favor? Oh, Obi, you are so sweet. Yes, I am. For a favor. What do you want, Obi? You never have to butter me up. All you have to do is ask. I'm just that kind of person, I think. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. You're in a lettuce field by yourself. Well, yeah, but you know what? Look down or look to your left, I think. Because it's so funny. Every time I go to Ace's farm and I do the lettuce field, Obi's hiding out on their farm. Um, um, yeah, I have 31. What do you need? I have 31 favor right now, but, well, 31 thumbs, but I can gain 150 more. Oh, sweetheart, I will put down as many bunny rabbits as you want, darling. Ask Blaze. You know, see, I started this thing. I said, because I put down so many for her, and I forget how many we originally had. I says, you could do more here, and of course, Blaze, she just goes right ahead and. But then yesterday, she says, I don't know what happened over there, but could you fill that in with bunnies? Of course I did. But yeah, if you need bunnies, I'll be more than happy to give you bunnies. I have no problem with that. I could put 990. You don't. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand it either. Maybe one of your peoples came by and said, that's an empty space. It needs to have some space. Oh, I don't want that much. 10 minutes is good. Oh, and FYI, oh, I gotta get out of that. You have more bunnies than I do, Blaze. You have 1,200 and something. I only have 1,122. Just FYI. I'm just saying. Yeah. I know you do. I think, but now it's like a household item. But I think like I think for the Easter, excuse me, for the Valentine's thing, I think they had us make something in the kitchen. I think. But who knows? They could change stuff around. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say, what the heck happened to my berry? See what happens when? How can you run out of gas? Go to number 2 and then go back, or I don't know. You got privs to put another gas pump down. But you're right. I don't have any on the right side. I like how I made that little road from the castle down, and then I put the road there, uh, and I've got those trees. Blaze, did you see what Drew has in his field with? I thought it looked kind of cool. It's the bamboo trees, but he's got a tent out there with bamboo trees. Did you see that? Look good. So let me know when you want those bunny rabbits, and I'll be more than happy to put them down for you, Obi. No problem. Just let me know when. And yeah, and something that's funny. You gotta you get see, because everybody, it just fluctuates. But I just kind of noticed. I'm like last night. I goes, where the heck did she get all those ribbons? Yeah, you got more ribbons than you got diamonds. So what's up with that? You've been doing a lot of questing or something, or I don't know. Because I was like, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? This is more like a diamond farm in a sense, because other than the animals, because everything in here produces diamonds. Ooh. They probably didn't even know I was streaming. So they figured, oh, well, she's trying to be nice and talk to us. Yeah, I'm talking to yous, okay, guys. You know what I'm gonna do? Oh my God. And you know I don't even have that many. Though I think it's just my main farm that has a lot of ones for honey. Um, I have to catch over here. Okay, so now it's fall. Yeah, they. See, I have to do the spring ones. That's it. And fix it. So, people, you saw that live. You actually saw that live. How someone just can come to your farm and play stupid, because that's what I think they did, and they got themselves banned. So I guess if you want to come to my farm and play stupid, that's okay, because if I find out who you are, if I see what you're doing, I'm going to ban you. Simple as that. And of course, I'll keep you in my daily prayer. And if the thing is, you didn't hear me scream, yell, or anything. I really try to communicate to the people that were messing around like that. You didn't see what they did? Okay, on my second farm, first of all, they kept going in weird places on my second farm as far as my flowers were concerned. They weren't, doing rows. They were kind of like here and there and everywhere. They also came here and did a very poor thing. If you notice right here where the egg is, that's what they did. They did a little partial here and a partial there, so now I have to wait till spring to fix it. Not a big deal. They messed around with the cows and they weren't doing the right proper thing, and they even did some of the lettuce. So, yeah, you know. And like I said, I try to communicate with them to let them know, because I actually moved from my second farm to here. But even on my second farm, they messed around with the flowers and actually some of the animals. One of them was just hanging around with the fish. I have no idea what the scoop was with that, because my workers do the fish, so I don't worry about it. But I think, but by watching them what they were doing, and I'm saying you need to do them in rows, or are you new to the game? I mean, I try to, and I even told them what to use on their controller to respond back. So whether they, it's like I don't know if they spoke English or what, but I know whatever they were doing, and they were actually playing from the same household. Um, and I was able to ban one, and the other one couldn't get off quick enough, but they got banned anyway. So. They did that thing called Create Havoc, and it apparently I don't think it worked out too well for them. Because I don't. I mean, even though I know that they knew I was, watching what they were doing. So what I believe is that because they were low level, I mean really low level. So what I think is they I think what they did was they made a new accounts or something like that, and they decided to create problems. And unfortunately, it didn't work in their favor. Oh well. me see, chickpeas. Oh, okay, so I just gotta do chickpeas. Thank you, Blaze. Now she's gonna make me want to put stupid gas pumps up on each gun on the left side. Oh. Okay, I can put some of these up too. 240, that's a sin. Now it's hitting me up for this stupid Radico stuff. Which, of course, you see is low level 31. Oh, God. 240. Oh, and those other things are ready. Yay me. I mean, unfortunately, it's really a shame though when people go to other farms and then they just start messing around just because they got nothing better to do. Unfortunately. Okay, yellow peppers. I put them down on the other farm too. I just realized that, but that's okay. My God. Oh, I have to wait until... Okay, do I have any melons available? Melons. Where are those ones that... Oh, yeah. I suppose these will do. For now. I agree, Blaze. They're just, yeah. You know what I gotta say to people like that, though? Hate the game and not the player. Because it is what it is. Just hate the game and not the player. It's an old expression. It's like everybody, and I know, Blaze, you know what I'm talking about. You got some of these people that do beautiful work when it comes to, you know, putting up the pixel art. I think that is so awesome when they do that. I really do. I wouldn't even know where to start. Um, I think it was Sarge that explained how to do it, and there is a site that you can do it. And I did cross stitching many moons ago, and it's basically on the same idea. I mean, it is. So, but I see it as people when they do that. It does. It takes time and it takes patience to put that kind of art on your farm. Because it's just in how they do it. They got to know where to put these things and what to put there. And I think the only thing I really want on my farm, on the bottom corner, is to have a little cat like climbing up. That's it. Nothing fancy schmancy, just a little cat. because I have even recently gone to farms that it's like their end game. So they set their farm up, obviously, to be, well, better than this, but they set it up. It's like they set it up and they forget about it and then they leave the farm open all the time. You could be like, I'll show you. Oh, wait, is that? Oh, so I've got plenty of time. Let me just show you something here. If their farmers are, oh gosh, they're still gonna have. Oh no, they'll probably took it down. Hey, there's Hugs Farm. Ooh. Okay. 50 Shades of Hay. Oh, is your farm down? That's not right. I bet you they. No? Okay, so they're offline today, which is interesting. See, I like Nanura's farm. She's the one from Canada. She's very, very nice. She's got a nice farm. I don't know what farm I'm going to end up on, though, today. Ooh. Ooh. Dang. I mean, look at this. I'm going to go here for a moment. Oh, actually. Oh, okay. I love how how the hell did she do that? Oh, she put the train tracks up there. But I mean, look at all those machines. Will you please? But you know what? She's got them all in one place. I'm gonna go to 5 because I don't know where the. I don't think. Oh, yeah, she got the same. Owns 540. So it doesn't really matter. But I always look and see what oh, tomatoes. Yeah, oh, and grapes. Oh my gosh. Tomatoes. Do you have anything? Do you have any tomatoes? She owns 1 tomato. So I'm going to put some tomatoes down for her. This is one of her open fields where you can plant whatever you want. So I like that. Now we're coming up on. Oh my gosh, they're P5s. See, that's the thing. When you. There she is. She's hiding in the trees. No, what are you doing in the trees? Beyond me. See, that's the thing. If you have, let's say, too many machines, right? Basically, what you want to do is, I can show you back on my farm, but if you have too many and they're not filling them up, because like I said, they every time that there's one, let's say, of whatever it is that's ready, they don't discriminate. They just pop it in there, pop it in. That's what they're doing. So if you see machines that are, let's say, hypothetically, kind of full, for example, or they need stuff, it's because, they're doing their job. But you can also put harvest only. You can do that if you want until they catch up, until you catch up with them. But if you do harvest only, it's not going to hurt your machines at all, and they will not put stuff in there. The only thing they'll be able to do is harvest. And then you can physically see, The thing about that is, because obviously, look, I think the jam machines are probably the easiest ones to explain. The jam machines take less time than most machines, right? So, I mean, it's almost like when you fill it fully, 100%, within 5 minutes, the first jam is ready, and then your worker goes over there and he uses more apples and pears to put it in there. But if you want to wait until it's full, okay, then you need to make them stop refilling it, because in a sense you will never get that full amount. I actually had to do that with my fish. I had to do that with my fish. Like, yeah, because I had too many fish machines, and at the time, that's before I realized that I just didn't have enough fish, meaning the low level ones too, by the way. She needs grapes, like she needs grapes. Oh, look at that. They're level 35. So we'll put some of these down. Yeah. See, you're better. See, that's gonna be the hard part, because, like I said, they're always gonna put just that one in there, and especially jam stalls. Oh God, yeah. Fish, the same thing. I have to say that too. So, or probably most of them. I don't know. Ooh. See, who the hell plants these? I know she did not plant these. I know she didn't. She doesn't plant those like that. The Brussels sprouts. Okay, so go back up to here. I heard a ticket. Oh, she's here. She moved. She moved out of the trees. See? She knows I hear. 'Cause there she is, right? And she was over in the trees. Uh, uh, I don't think so. But I like Brussels sprouts. I don't know. People eat broccoli raw, right? They put broccoli in salads, or they just eat it raw with a dipping sauce or something. See, yeah, she needs. Dang, she needs tomatoes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, you know what? I think this. Let me see something. Let me see. Okay, 10, 12 minutes. Okay. Honestly, I've never had them. I've never had them raw. I mean, I've always cooked them. And isn't Brussels sprouts like cabbage? Like, I mean, I look at them as being part of the cabbage family, because they taste like cabbage, except they're really small. Now, where the hell are her tomatoes? I don't think she has any tomatoes. crap. Yeah, well, yeah, you know, I see. There's not too many people that I know of that like. I mean, I like cabbage, um, and it depends on how you cook it and stuff. But I like Brussels sprouts too. And there's not a lot of people I know that like Brussels sprouts because every time I say it, they go, "Ew." I'm like, it's the same thing as cabbage, kind of has the same taste. And I do on occasions, and I know you're all gonna go, "What?" I will put like some vinegar on cabbage or vinegar on the Brussels sprouts, just a little bit. Well, yeah, boiled din. No, I know boiled dinners are just Oh, tomatoes. Let's get some tomatoes. Let me see. What? Oh, three. Okay, let's do three. And she really needs tomatoes. I like how she set up her fishing thing. And see, she's got all those flowers over there. Ain't gonna touch them. I'll do her crops. And look at this. I mean, I'm doing her crops, and I know my favor is growing slowly, but that's how I roll. Her trees are under control with, um, she has workers on them and everything. And now where the hell did she go? Amish rocker. Okay, I bet you she went. Nope, there she is. She's down there by her houses. Those houses are pretty cool. How she got them set up. Uh, but you're right. I don't like the cabbage dinners. Still guinea pigs. Help with cooking. Okay, so I think. Okay, so. Uh, oh. Okay, so I know her workers are here. And may feed them. One more. Okay. I mean, oh, she needs 100. So, oh, why ticket? Go away. Oh, well, see, she's got a few tickets too. Now, see, my favor's going up a little faster, and I don't know if that's because I don't know. But this farm is not set up to be anything like a favor farm. It's not. It's just a standard one like I would do. How is she doing for horseshoes? What the heck? Motion detected at the front door. Okay, so we got these donkeys done. Um. Nope, the one that I want to do should be over here. Okay, so the next row, because this quest one's up here too. So I get my favor. I mean, I know I could go to a lettuce farm and do that, but I'm not doing that right now. Right now, at this very moment. Ooh. I don't think she has that many animals either on this farm. Like, like I do, but it's hard to say. It's like mostly everybody here, I know that when they come to this farm, they hit her flowers up, but they hitting them up for XP. Okay, what is this little detour? Okay, we don't know. Oh, thank you. Hey, I like that. And of course, I'm going away from what I was doing. Pink peppercorn. Oh, crap. Did see? Why is he just sitting there? Oh, shit. Are they just... I'm curious what they're doing. Yep, look at that. You see what they're doing? They're not finishing the row. Unfortunately. 36. Interesting. Did they finish the row? Nope. They're level 38. You see, where are they going now? See? Because they did where the bus stop is, and then they did the next row over, but they never finished it. I know. I'm being picky, guys. Oh my goodness, they left. And they were over there. So, God only knows what they were doing over there. I think Nanura's in her house. She usually... Okay. I'm not going to go over there and do those flowers. After I finish this row, I'm going to go to another farm and get faster favor. Sunset Raspberry. Noob. Big. I don't want it. Pleasure Farm. Pleasure Farm. Valhalla. Oh, this person's been on my farm before. Evil Doer. Let's see what they get. They've been on my farm for favor. Now I'm curious. Valhalla. Oh my gosh. Come on, people. Start signing these guys, these guest books. Come on. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I like it. I'll let them know they have a nice farm. Oh, those are trees. I ain't doing no trees. Well, I could, but I'm not gonna. Oh, and they got my favorite lamps up. Look at that. Their farm is level 378. Very nice. And they are level 316. Very nice. Wait till night. Oh gosh, look what they did. Wow. Now see, look what they did. They went crazy with these lights. And these were the Halloween ones. They did a nice job. Oh. See a farm like this. Oh shoot. Yep, pay attention to the geese. We got geese. See the geese? Mm-hmm. Oh good Lord. Lord have mercy, please, please. Can I pray now? Lord have mercy, please get me to the nearest. Oh God. Okay, I see where the nearest gas pump is, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen. And I know I ain't gonna make it. I mean, yes, my favor is going quickly. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, God. How much corn you get? Okay. Okay. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. I see the end. I see the light. I see the tunnel. I see the gas pump. Yeah. That gives me some hope. They have to have it at least at 50. What do you think, guys? I think a 50, 50, 50. I think it's level 50. It's 3:00 p.m. Considering that the way they set up their farm, they did a really nice job. They did. Let's look at their quest log. So they're allowed. Oh, good God! art gallery. Who cares? You know, this is why I'm saying when I look at other people's things like farmhands, well, you know, the art gallery, who cares? Mushrooms, who cares? Ticket, oh, forget about it. Candy shop, again, see? Restaurant, get that leveled up. Arts and crafts, get that leveled up a little more. Event shack, God bless them. Flower shop, bakery, grocery store, fruit stand, vegetables. I mean, warehouse, not bad. Smitty. Oh, so he did. So his gas pump is leveled up fully. Oh wow. Probably because he doesn't have enough gas pumps around. Oh, look at that. And look at this, a lettuce. Woo. What level are they? Okay, 316. Yeah. Pretty nice how they got the animals set up, their fish. See? Well, I'm going to tell them to add the word favor. And see, he, they have, I mean, they do. It's, they have low level crops. So if you take a look, corn speeds up your favor too. It's not just lettuce. Um, I mean, this is actually a decent farm. Even if you need favor, this is a decent farm. And again, it's not all about XP because obviously, if I wanted to try to get XP, I would boost up and do their animals or whatever I can. Yeah. Look at that. They do in a warehouse. They're leveling it up. And honestly, the way they got this farm set up, I wouldn't change a thing. I would not change a thing. They have apple trees up there, so I'm kind of wondering. Oh, they have horses. See? Oh, they're doing the bakery. Bakery for berries and wheat. That's right, too. You can cash in. Though, you see where they have, and I'm guilty of it also, but if you look around, there's only one gas station. And it kind of sort of makes sense because they have a full tank. But if maybe they put one here, you know what I'm saying? So in other words, 1, 2, 3, 4. They could even go as, yeah, 5, and then put another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every 5 or 6 spaces, they should put a gas pump. Good job. Oh my gosh, look at that. They're leveling up all the things I said they should level up. My bad. But they're doing a good job, though, overall. It's really a nice farm. I thought I added them to my favorites. I guess not. So, what I'm going to do is add to favorites. That way, I know I can go to another farm in a pinch. Good idea, they got the lettuce 3. Damn. So there's their spice trees. Wow, they really crammed everything. I wonder if they played farm together. Some really nice long rows. But no, I honestly, I would not change a damn thing because they have all the nice long rows here. You see that? These are all really nice long rows. And I have no idea how many, like of flowers they have, but they're nice long rows. Same thing with your trees. Nice long rows. And long rows is what people like, even though they take the chance of running out of gas. But this is a really nice farm, nice setup. I do like the lights though. Look at how the lights sparkle, even though it's not nighttime. But it's really funny how they have the lights sparkle. Look at all those machines. I'm not looking. Look at that, see? The lettuce is already, again. Okay, so they have quest items that need to be done, right? So let's go down here and find that pineapple tree. Or spell avocado. So they have 120. So, okay, so they'll be, oh, fruit bats. Ooh. Well, those ain't till fall. Next street. Am I going in the right direction? Yep. See, this is what, excuse me, this is what I consider to be a pretty sufficient farm. And you can see that they have 126 trees. And, you know, and honestly, you don't have to go overboard and do 200, 300, unless it's like apples or something. That's a totally different ball game. But when you're doing the trees, you know, just your regular normal ones, don't go wahoo crazy. I mean, really don't. Because you got to think of it from this point of view that when they are ready, you know, for season wise, I mean, that's when you have to look at it from that point of view. It's like, you know, I think the major ones that should be probably more than are going to be your apple, pear, and lemon. So the only three trees really in the game that you obviously have to have a lot more of, especially if you're doing the jam stalls and the juice machines. Those are the only three trees. The other ones, you know, when you're putting down 100, 150, you know, that's sufficient. It really is. You don't need any more than that. Um, and you know, okay, so we're gonna find that tree. I really hope that they have the other cinnamon tree. Would be nice. They should, because when you're having two of them, they're gonna always have you with stuff all the time. Now, see, I'm gonna look at look at the spice. Okay, so that spice tree needs to get done. I'll do it. Um, but they're running a good ship as far as, you know, their farm. And like I said, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd leave it alone. And if they're not getting many visitors, I get it. You know, I know what they're going through. But they have sufficient amount for people to just come here and get favor. They have a sufficient amount. Let's see. Number 4. Find that flower, which is down here somewhere. Okay. See, they have 126. So, I mean, it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's good. I kind of look at it as if it fits, right? Because if you see how they have their trees and you see how they have their flowers all the way up to their crops, they're doing a damn good job. So, and I wonder if they're. And guys, I want to go grab me some coffee if you don't mind. Of course, you don't mind. Look at that! I got my favor done. Ooh, damn! He's got a crap load of golden apples, doesn't he? I bet you he's got a bazillion of them. Actually, if it's a full length, he's got over 800 apple trees. Easily. Smart idea. Very smart. I'm just curious. Let me see. Okay, yep, apple's one. Golden apple. Look at that. They got 831. How many apples do they have? Where is the apple? Tangerine. Oh. Good Lord, they have only 126. What? Anyways. Yeah, they're doing a really good job. I wouldn't change a dang thing. Nope. My farm. Ta-da. Oh. Want to see what they did to my second farm? Yeah. Look what they did to my second farm. Well. Look at the cat dragged in. It's Vinny. Vincent. Okay, you see what I'm talking about? What they do with my flowers? I mean, they trash my flowers like. I mean, you know what the thing is? I don't really care because that was when I was trying to explain to them what they were doing. But they trashed my flowers. So I'll have to fix it. Not a big deal. I'm not concerned about it. But that's when I went to the first farm, I said, let's see what they do there. They did the same thing, so, but I'm not going to worry about it. But I shall be right back. I'm going to go and grab me some coffee. to get my cup. No one told me that. Well, what are you doing in here, huh? Shotgun? No, 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 no. What other game have you been playing, Vin? I want to know what other game you've been playing, Vincent. What other game you've been playing? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Minecraft. Well, then, Vin, you know what you should do? Get your butt up on and stream your Minecraft game so I know what you're doing. I don't care if it's modded. That's your thing. Oh, crap. Fall. But as you can see, my two visitors that came today, they just kind of rifled through my entire farm with flowers. But I'm good. I'm good with it. You know what? God bless them in America. Because they won't come to my farm anymore. Well, you know what? That's right. Like Blaze said, I guess you have to start, Vincent. Come on. Just get up there and do it. It doesn't take much. Okay. 1, 2, 3. You know, if I play a game that's modded, it's because there are no other players in the game, and I don't. It's to me, I don't care. Like for example, I play No Man's Sky. Now you can play it in multiplayer mode, or you can play it in single player mode. And when you play, believe it or not, when you play No Man's Sky, and especially if you've never played it before, they have, you know how like when you look at the settings of any game, well, they have settings for anybody. If you're playing it, it's literally they let you mod the game. I mean, in that sense, what I mean is like you don't have to pay for the fuel, you don't have to pay for it. You know what I mean? If you want to learn how to play the game, that's the way to do it. But it'll also say, well, you won't get any awards or whatever it's called. But I play No Man's Sky a lot, and I just for the heck of it, when I spotted that, I said, "Ooh," because I just wanted to see what it was like to play in a modded mode, I guess. you know, um, and it was okay, and then you can slowly but surely turn the mods off or whatever. But at least because at least it's a game that because I've had some of my friends play, and they kind of get a little discouraged, and I get it. It's because when you first start playing No Man's Sky, um, obviously you end up on some planet that God only knows it's either too hot, too icy, toxic, whatever. So, and then it's telling you, I mean, you shouldn't die, but then it tells you to basically, okay, you need to find these things, you need to find that thing, so you can take off with the ship and things like that. And so I mean, that's how it begins. It gives you those directions of where to, what to go because you got to build your ship to get off the planet and escape. You know, stuff like that. So I mean, basically, that's what No Man's Sky is all about. Then there's another game that I play on occasion, Skyrim, that has a bazillion mods, and Fallout. Now, I don't mean Fallout 76. I will never play that game. I played it once and I will never play it again because, I thought it would be like Fallout, but it's kind of not. Um, they have, to me, unwanted PvP, and I won't do that. But I, I have played Fallout 4, and the reason why I loved playing that game, and I'll still play it, is because people have made mods for it to, improve the houses, and when you make the little areas for people to live. I mean, that's the only reason why Skyrim the same thing. But if you're playing it and it's modded, then stream it. Oh, come on. Don't be shy, Vin. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. We'll vote for it, and you're going to lose because we all want you to stream. I encourage people to do that. You know, what do he said, nope, nope, not going to do it. No! Listen, all you need to do is maybe once a week, okay? Come on, don't be shy. We know. I hadn't streamed. Well, it's probably going longer than that. The last time I streamed was probably about 8 years ago. Ooh, I got all that many minutes on my thing so I could do my flowers. I started streaming probably 8 to 10 years ago. And at the time, I think it was called Gems and something. Now I can't even remember the name of the game. Oh, well, that's okay. It's okay. A lot of people I know play Minecraft. They do. I tried getting into it once, and I honestly, I didn't care for it. Most of my good games are actually on my Xbox, and I did stream a couple of times from my Xbox. Most likely, I'll do it again. There's I, and I feel so stupid about this. Maybe I can get some tips about how to kill them off, huh? Like I played Borderlands 4, and then I got up to this boss, which is was driving me crazy. I was learning new swear words at that time. Because what happened was you'd get up to the boss, right? Now, the boss, by the way, is across, you have to kind of like jump across this area. And the boss is inside this area, like it's a surrounded camp. So then you have to wait for him to come out. And in the interim of all of that, then you got the other mobs that are spawning. And I'm not kidding when I say this. Just as I was just getting the boss down to being dead, what happens? A mob decides to spawn and starts to shoot at me from down below. Not above, not across, down below. And I'm like, oh my God. And of course, you go down, you kill that mob off, and then you come back up. And guess what the boss does? He basically gains all his health back. So I'm like, oh, this is bad. I don't know if it's because I have a terrible gun. I don't think I'm too slow because I do get him down to close to death, so it can't be that. See, this is where they screwed my farm up. But hey, you know, it happens. And I have a lot of other games too that I play. I have Palia, which is I don't know, I play it occasionally. But there's a lot of games that I've played with. I think what I might do is to show you what stuff I have in Farm Together 1. That was the original game because it had all the houses and things like that. But I was thinking about maybe doing one with Farm Together 1. Blaze. I don't even know why you don't stream now. You should. Even if it's not Farm Together too, you could do something different. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Believe it or not, guys, and go ahead and laugh if you will. I crochet, okay? So I wasn't doing crochet lessons, no, because I'm left-handed, let's say, for starters. But I used to crochet. I still do. I used to crochet, and then I found these really nifty little things for people um, that had some type of arthritis or whatever in their hand. Um, so then I showed them how to make these little things to put on your crochet hooks. I showed that. So I mean, I did some odds and ends of things, but thank they were all transferred to my YouTube channel. But there was this, I think oh, it's called something in gems. War. I can't even think of the name of it. I definitely would have to look it up. I'll look it up and let you know tomorrow. But yeah, there was a game. Like I said, there was a game I was playing, and you know what it was? It was this guy that used to stream this game, right? And I, I, uh, nope, nope. Okay, it was like you had these different animals, I guess, not animals, but creatures. It was like playing with decks of cards. Um, Let me see. Did they screw this one up too? No, they did not. So I'm going to have to find the name of it. Okay, so they went over here. I used to love playing Bejeweled. This one here was like a battle type game. You could do it in PvP or not. It was very popular back then. It was called. I'm gonna look it up because I know Steam had. Actually, I think I did original. I have to look on my Steam games. I mean, and then what happened was when they changed the game. Oh, forget about it. They just changed everything. Let me see something. Yeah, they messed up my flowers and yeah. But it's okay because, I don't really do my flowers. Well, I do my flowers when I can, but being under the circumstances now, you see, they just kind of like went straight across and, you know, they literally started like right here and went straight across. That's what they did. And then they did some little stuff here and yeah. But they were the same people, the same people, same house. And so I banned them both. And to top it off with, I switched over to my main farm. And they started doing the same thing again. And I did try to communicate with them. And apparently they didn't want to listen, so I just banned them. You know, I just banned them. God bless them and everything else. So I look at it. Because, earlier before where you see me getting favor, if you noticed, that person has been on my farm a lot of times for favor. So, and they were saying, the problem with getting, if they don't get enough people, I was like one of the first ones. Well, I signed their guest book and yeah, I was like number 2. And, I totally understand that, people don't visit your farm. And the only thing I can think of is they're looking for favor. I mean, I guess they're looking for XP too because they realize that the XP that they're getting is for themselves. But when they're working on their farm, just like I'm doing right now, I'm getting XP for both my farm and myself. But a lot of times too, when a person's going out looking for favor, and they're getting it for their farm specifically because they're still working on it, which I totally get. Because I will go to other people's farms and try to get favor because I like getting my 2 of everything or sometimes up to 4. It depends on what I'm doing. But I'm gonna find out the name of that game, guys. So give me a second. I'm gonna exit out like I'm going somewhere, but I'm not. But I don't want to lose my 20 minutes of favor. So gems, gems. I'm gonna look it up. It's gonna drive me crazy. You know what it is when people come to your farm and they do stuff like that. They think it's ha ha he he. It's funny, and it's really not. I don't see the humor in it, but they do apparently, or they're just being plain stupid. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. You're gonna see this screen for a few minutes, so hang on. I'm gonna go to my library store. Let me just do a search. Gems of War. That's what the name of it's called. Gems of War, Blaze. That's the name of the game, Gems of War. I knew it was gems. I mean, when it first came out, it was a really nice game. I mean, I really enjoyed it. But then, yeah, it's like I said, it's not a half bad game. It's basically building up, and they have like the. If you looked at it, you'd see what I'm talking about. But it's a puzzle kind of type game in a sense, where like the opening screen, you have to match up the colors and things like that. Um, and you go from there, and they have a little questing to do and stuff like that. And I still own it. Can you believe that? Yeah. But and the thing was, like I said, they had a guy. Gosh, well, this is going back some years, anyways. But they did. They had this guy. Yes, connect for you more. Yep, yep. Well, the thing was, this guy that used to stream that game, like he'd get freebies, but then they stopped giving him freebies. I wonder why. But when he would do his streams, he was literally to the point where he was very annoying. And when I say annoying, this is how he sounded. Hello, everybody. Hello, boys and girls. Give me a break, okay? That just drove me absolutely crazy. Um, and then he was trying to say he had this game down to a science. He knew what to put in there, yada yada yada. Well, guess what? His strategy really was terrible. So, and I did a lot of, and I played it a lot, and I think I had a pretty decent strategy, but it wasn't a strategy that I would say to you, yeah, this works. No, because it's random. But um, I think I had my own type of strategy because especially if you're playing against the computer or the AI, you have an idea. If you're playing against other people, it's like how you set your character, how you set your characters up is different from the way they are. And the moves are different too because you got to remember a lot of those people are offline. So you're basically playing against, I guess, the computer, because if that person is not live, then in a sense you're still playing against the computer. So, and I kind of say it's crazy, but I kind of sort of studied the game in the sense with how the computer makes their moves for you, let's say, if you were my opponent. And I used to see the computer do so many stupid things that I'm like, now if I was really the player, I wouldn't have made that move, but they did, you know, because you can see that the computer kind of focuses on one thing. So that's how I kind of said to myself, oh, well, there is sort of a strategy, but it's not like written in stone strategy. Yeah, yeah. See, but I mean, I liked the game. It was okay, but then all of a sudden they changed it, and I'm like, forget about it. But on my YouTube channel, I think I made maybe 2 videos of it back then. Yeah. And so, I mean, like I said, everybody, like with that game in particular, everybody plays differently. They have a different strategy. Um, but most of the time, it's the strategy is how you play against the computer, not necessarily the player. Because, like I said, sometimes the player is just, AFK and it randomly chooses you, but you're not on. You're just, whatever. You're AFK or whatever. So the game randomly chooses you and tries to give us a match, up to being halfway decent. And then, it's either win or lose. And I've lost. Yes, I have. But I don't think there is no written in stone strategy. And then since they changed things up, who knows? It's like I actually uninstalled that game because, like I said, I don't play it anymore. I haven't played it in years. I did have a friend recently, a few months back, and I'm like, no, I ain't playing that game. Nope. I think my favorite type of games are building games. I really enjoy building. And in a sense, this game is sort of on the same idea because obviously you got to build a productive farm. Um, so that's probably why I'm drawn to it. Other than Farm Together One was a really nice game too. But I really enjoy the building games, the building type games. Um, I do not like PvP. Um, there's a guy that I'm thinking, I'm so tempted to want to play that game, but I am not gonna play it. Um, it's a newer game that's out, and it's actually, and believe it or not, it does have PvP in it. But I guess one person says, "Oh yeah, Dreamlight, absolutely, absolutely." I played that. I played it, and then they started adding new things after I stopped playing it. Yeah, I like playing that game. Dreamlight was a nice game, and I think I must have stopped playing when they added new stuff because it was like something they added like a new character or two new characters when I quit. But yeah, I was playing that one. I was playing Palia. Palia was okay. You know, I don't know. It was just strange playing it. Um, and I know that that was multiplayer, and you just do all these quests. You go around all over the place, meet people, and do that. Um, I still never finished playing it. Then there was another one I was playing. Oh, what? Oh, it was like it. It was sort of like Lord of the Rings. Palia. I did play that one. Yeah, Palia. I played that one. Yeah. I didn't dare stream it though because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So, but if I decide to stream like a second game, I would probably just do that like maybe once or twice a week, maybe. Because I know like Ace, I might even buy that game. Thumbleweed. I kind of because it was really interesting. I watched Ace play it. Now I know you guys, like it was a pixelated pixel game, but you know what? The storyline and everything else wasn't half bad, and I kind of liked it. I thought, oh, this is neat. And of course, I missed his second one when he was live. I felt like such an idiot because to me it was really interesting because there was certain things that he would miss, and I'd go, "Hey, did you get that little dust ball or something?" And but yeah, so I mean, I think what it is no matter what you stream, you got to be kind of dedicated to that game, and obviously, I'm dedicated to Farm Together too. I am very dedicated to it. Um, and when it comes to helping others out, I'll do what it takes, to help them out and stuff like that. But I kind of feel like I'm dedicated to the game, because we still always will have newer players. They need help. Um, it's just like that farm I was on, Evil Doer. That farm is beautiful. And honestly, that was their first farm. So whether I kind of look at it this way, they had a really nice setup. and they had the farm fully open, I didn't dare ask, "Hey, you got a second farm yet?" Um, but you can clearly see that they're still working on their first farm, which is actually good. I know that they're trying to generate players to visit them. And if anybody sees Evil Doer, please go visit their farm. It's a beautiful farm. And you can get favor from Evil Doer's farm. Absolutely. I did, you know. But sometimes it's really worth a shot going to someone's farm, even though you go, oh, well, it doesn't say favor. So, and I know some of you are just don't have people that are visiting your farms. So, what I'm going to tell you to do is don't change the name of your farm. Just put the word favor at the end, providing that you have like the corn or especially lettuce. We'll just say lettuce number one, corn number two. Okay, even potatoes. Um, and I know low levels, they want to get their thumbs up. So even if you put thumbs up at the end, do it because that's all they know and that's all they see is like thumbs up and things like that. That's all they see. So, but I don't know. I mean, and to me, I also think that sometimes people just need a little help along the way when they're playing this game when they first start out. And me, and I know the feeling. And I know some of you, that it can be repetitive, but the thing is, there are these new players that really they don't know. So sometimes I'll repeat something that you guys already know, but sometimes I'll repeat things because the other people don't already know. You know, um, because they want to, do the best. It's almost like, like if you're just first starting out and your farm's level 1 and 2 and 3. And I do, like I said, I do have a baby farm. Oh, God. I haven't been on it in so long, it's not even funny. But, because I remember, oh, I can say that word. Last year, when it came to, when this game came to Xbox and PlayStation and Switch, um, everything obviously was new to them compared to, especially if you played Farm together. Everything was new. So whereas everything was new, you know, it's like there's a lot of things that you didn't have to do anymore. And I know that some of you people, when you've seen all those places in the town, that was kind of overwhelming and confusing at the same time because you didn't have those warehouses or you didn't have the big warehouse. You know what I mean? So I try to say that, I try to help them adjust to that. And and like I said, I don't mind. I'd rather see someone playing the game than playing the game and giving up after a couple of weeks. Because it's like to me, you just wasted your money. Not, and I don't want to. I don't want to see people waste their money just because. And it's almost time for me to go because it's 4 p.m. and I have to go get some dinner. And I've been streaming for 3 hours. How time flies when you're having fun. But anyway, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say my daily prayer. And if you don't mind, some of you can join with me. Some of you can, I don't know, cover your ears. Don't cover your ears. It's not nice. But anyways, well, I'm just going to say, I'm going to put my thoughts and prayers out for those that need them. And tragically, I heard about the Switzerland fire. Oh, that was just tragic. Kind of reminded me of the one, I think it was down in Florida. They had like the same thing. It happened at a club, and there were a lot of lost lives and injured people. So I want to put my thoughts and prayers for those people there. And to welcome in 2026. Just remember to write that down on whatever you're doing. Make sure you always remember it's 2026 and not 2025. And and put 2025 behind you. I'm doing it. I've done it. Um, because I think it's a time to just move forward um, in your life. And I know you're sitting there going, but don't even do buts because there's no ifs, ands, buts about turning back. Just don't even do it. Move forward. And you know what, guys? We're still going to have the same shitty, crappy people in our lives, okay? Just be aware of that. I'm sure you're aware of it. And I said that word. I said a bad word. But you know something? It's a matter of you taking care of you. That's what really counts, is taking care of you. And it doesn't matter. But I want to put my thoughts and prayers with people out there that need it physically and emotionally, because you all need it. I need it. So I want to do that. And I know there are some people out there that, we might have lost loved ones in 2025, or, and we're still feeling it. I've lost people from 2024 and I am still feeling it. So I understand. I totally understand 110%. But I want to make sure that we all have our thoughts and prayers put out to everybody that needs them today, yesterday, and tomorrow. But please put yesterday behind you, because you can't play rewind. You can't redo it over again. You can't say, "Oh, I woulda, shoulda, coulda done this," but you know what? It's too late. You know, I still have that I woulda, shoulda, coulda done that in 2024, but I am slowly realizing that it wouldn't have mattered what I woulda, coulda, shoulda done, because I can't let that hold me back, and you guys can't let it hold you back either. So that's it for today with my thoughts and prayers. Well, I appreciate you too, Blaze. Yeah, I think I fixed it. Oop, I hope I fix it. But anyway, as most as you know, I don't mind helping others out as much as I can. I mean, that's what it is. It's like this is a community game. That's why they call it Farm Together. So it's a community game. But though, if you play solo, God bless you. You know. But my cat is kind of sneaking around and doing little noises. But it's only 4 o'clock for me. He's got an hours to go. But hey, it's been a real pleasure with you guys being here with me and being supportive. And I had a lot of fun with you guys today. So God bless you all. Seriously, God bless you all. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Seriously, have a blessed day. You all take very good care of yourselves. And my lurkers, lurkers, did you really think that I was not going to say the magic words? Like, I love you guys. I mean, I love you guys. What deleted? Okay. Well, anyways, I love you guys, and you're the best lurkers because I just love you guys, and I do appreciate you guys. Take a deep breath today. It's like that moment. Take a breath. Take a breath. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Love you guys.